Hi, welcome to WiseCat. Okay, so today we're looking at MoonPiLlama. Okay, MoonPiLlama. What is that? That's Moodle plus Raspberry Pi plus Ollama. Alright, so basically I'm just asking how much Moodle can I put in this little box here? This is a Raspberry Pi, little Raspberry Pi that I got here, and I want to put in Moodle and I want to AI it up with some Ollama love. So let's see if this can actually be done. Okay, so here I am on the MoodleBox website and just checking it out. I'll try to remember to leave a link to this page in the description below. Basically, MoodleBox is, I've done a video on this before, but it's a great project where it's very, very simple to just stick a Moodle server into a Raspberry Pi that can then be taken on the go and even can be used in offline environments out there in the hills and stuff like that. This here is the Raspberry Pi in question. This is a single board computer, little thing, costs about, I don't know, $50 or something like that. And yeah, you can run a Moodle on it. The one that I've got here is not even the latest version. It is a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B, 8 gigabytes of RAM. So it's pretty powerful by the Raspberry Pi 4 standards, but nowadays there's a Raspberry Pi 5, which is even more powerful, and they've got AI hats and stuff like that for that as well, so that can be better. But I'm making do with what I got. So we also are going to be sticking some Ollama love in there. So first of all, we're going to start off with the MoodleBox install and try to install Ollama on the same Raspberry Pi single board computer and see how we go. So let's get cracking, shall we? So in order to install MoodleBox, what we really want to do is install MoodleBox. We're going to use a piece of software called the Pi Imager. Now this is going to vary, the Raspberry Pi Imager utility is going to vary from computer to computer. I'm on Linux, so I've just gone ahead and installed it. It was like sudo apt-get install rpi imager or something. I don't even remember how it was. So I'm just going to open that now. Okay, so there it is. It's opened up on the wrong screen, but I'll bring that over here. And this is the imager here. And in order to use this, what I need to do is I need to plug in the Raspberry Pi. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger again, because I need to pull out this SD card from the Raspberry Pi. And I need to plug this into a little adapter, which I have a little one here. These things are tiny though, so they're kind of tricky to show. But yeah, this is how I'm going to use this. I'm going to plug my SD card into the adapter, like so. And I am going to insert this USB into the front panel on my computer. No, not that way. No, not that way. That way. Okay, I've got it. Now, I've made Raspberry Pi images before, so I think it's going to remember my settings, but I will point them out to you guys. Okay, let's have a look at what we got to do. We got to choose the device. Now, the device that I'm running is a Raspberry Pi 4, so I'm going to select Raspberry Pi from this filter thing here. Okay, so that's my device. Choose the OS. Now, here's where the fun part happens, because normally you might say go Raspberry Pi OS or something, but you can go other specific purpose OS it would be. And in here, Falcon Player. I mean, there are a few other things that you might want to also play with if you've got a Raspberry Pi. There are tons of applications, but the one that we're really interested in at the moment is MoodleBox. Here it is. Open source distribution combining a wireless access point with a full-featured Moodle server. Sounds pretty good. Alright, so MoodleBox combines a wireless access point. Okay, so let's do that. Alright, and choose storage. That'll be, yep, I've plugged it in and it is recognizing it, so we can do that as well. Oh, this has a copy of MoodleBox installed on it. This must be the same Raspberry Pi I used in the last time. Okay, cool. Anyway, next. Would you like to apply OS customization settings? Yes, I would, but I'd like to see what they are first. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is still from, okay. I did try to run the software before, and I did actually change that name to MoonPiLlama.local. So anyway, there's that. I've got a username password set in there. I think in services I've got a public key for my SSHing in, and yeah, that's good. This is actually an important one here, set hostname, because Raspberry Pi actually does usually do the broadcasting sort of thing. So MoonPiLlama.local is what I'm going to be able to use as the domain to access this device from. So, okay. Save that. That's all good. No clear settings. Yes, I want to add these. Okay. All data will be erased. Are you sure you want to continue? Sure, I do. And it's going to ask me for a password. Yeah, that should do it. And preparing to write. Writing. 1%. Okay, this is going to take some time by the looks of it. So I think I might pause the video and you guys can take the shortcut to the end. Okay, see you in a bit. 22%, 22%, 22, 23, 23%, 23%. Oh my goodness, it's still only 47%. You think it might be time for me to go and get a muffin? Well, I do. And it's verifying. It's verifying, verifying. It's going to verify, and it's going to take a little while to do that, to check that everything is all okay. Isn't that what we want? Yeah, there's my little duck saying, yeah, that's what we want. We want the thing to be verified and everything, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. You know what? While we're waiting, I think I might bring the image down onto another screen, and let's have a look at this Ollama page, shall we? Okay, so the next step that we're actually going to do is installing the Ollama, and so we're going to download it, and we'll just use this command, the same command here. You can just use it. I'm going to copy it to a clipboard now, and then I'm going to run this on the Pi afterwards, and that will install Ollama for me. Now also I'm going to need a model, so let's have a look at a model. Ooh, I heard that the Google Gemini 3 came out, so hey, this is nice. Okay, Gemma 3, and there's a 1 billion parameter version of it. There's a vision. Ooh, cool. Okay, so this is new. Yeah, okay, Gemma 3. Let's run that one, and we're going to want the 1 billion parameter version because it's only a little Raspberry Pi that we're running it on. So yeah, that'll be nice too. So we'll also run this command afterwards, and that will install. That'll pull down the Gemma 3 1 billion parameter model, install it on our Raspberry Pi. And then hopefully we'll be able to connect the Moodle to it. Oh, great. And look, just in time, look what happened. Okay, MoodleBox version 4.9.0 has been written to that SD card. So I can now remove the SD card from the reader. Okay, great. I'm going to close that. And let's get started in it. Okay, so I remove my SD card from the reader. Okay, I'll make myself big again. Where am I at? It's like putting on weight. Yeah. You know, somebody told me the other day, said, Adam, looks like you've lost some weight. And I said, don't worry, it'll show up. Alright, so here we go. I've got my little SD card out, and I'm going to plug it into my Raspberry Pi. Just going to slot the SD card in there like so. And now I'm going to take this around to the other side and plug it in. So give me a second and I'll pause the video and I'll be right back. Okay, we have it plugged in. It's plugged in. It is chugging away. Now, the thing is that when you first plug it in and you first switch it on and everything, it can take a few minutes before it's ready to actually go. So in the meantime, let's MoonPiLlama.local is where it's going to be. So let's see, do we have anything? Not yet. It's going to take a few minutes because these things just take a few minutes to come up. So we're having trouble finding that site. Yeah, because what happens is that the Pi actually, the Pi resizes the file system and everything, take up the entire SD card, and it's a big one, things like that. So it's got to do that, and then it's got to reboot, and it's got to do a few little magical things before it's actually going to be available. And so while I'm waiting for that to happen, I might just pause this video one more time. So I have to wait, but you don't have to. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? Oh, wait a minute, we are there. Okay, so you see how it's saying we're having trouble finding that site, but it's actually redirected me to MoodleBox.home. Okay, that is a good sign, because that is the default address. If you were to connect, if I were to connect via Wi-Fi to MoodleBox's Wi-Fi that the Raspberry Pi is putting out right now, it would actually set up a Wi-Fi called MoodleBox, and the password is MoodleBox. And then I connect to that and go MoodleBox.home, and it would connect me to the Moodle. So that works. But actually, I don't want to do that. I want to call it MoonPiLlama.local. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to change the config.php and say, hey, MoonPiLlama.local. Okay. Let me get up a little terminal thing happening. SSH Adam at MoonPiLlama. There's two L's in llama in there. Llama.local. Because I've got this connected by, it's not connected by Wi-Fi. I'm connecting with a wired connection. Ooh, ho ho. Yeah, I've done this once before, it seems. Yep. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Yep, fine. Let's try that again. Okay, now we, yeah, because the previous time I did this, I don't know when, but a long time ago, and I didn't make a video of it then. So anyway, there it is. Look at that, look at that. Oh, ha 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 ha. Now we've got, you know, ASCII art. Cool. Okay, this is improved. Okay, I don't think the last time I did it, it had this ASCII art, so I kind of like that. That's a nice touch. All right, we're in MoonPiLlama, so I'm going to need to go. Oh, I should shrink myself down again, eh? Yep. All right, let's go. So nano /var/ it's going to be in /var/ www/Moodle, okay, and config.php, not dist.php. That's the one we want. Okay, we got database user, database password, and things like that. Oh, and by the way, this I believe is the it's also going to be the password that we're going to use to log in. But what we want to do here is change the www root, because we don't want it to be MoodleBox.home. We want it to be MoonPiLlama.local. And if you get that reference about the way I'm saying MoonPiLlama, then you've probably seen a story back in the 80s which was never ending. Okay, I don't know why, it just sticks with that's in my head. Alright, now with that done, let's have a look up here and see if we can change this back again to MoonPiLlama.local again, and see if we get a MoodleBox. Et voila, we have a Moodle. It's the MoodleBox Moodle. There we go, lovely. Okay, so now I can actually log in, and that's also saved from the last time I used a MoodleBox, and the same password still works. So MoodleBox, I think it's MoodleBox dot what is it again? Yeah, let's MoodleBox home. This is going to be it. Password. What is the password? Yeah, MoodleBox with a capital M for the password, and 4 and $sign, and that's the default password. Of course, if you wanted to change it, you could. I'm not gonna, because no need to. All right. I got an alert. Oh, new sign in. Yes, I just signed in. Great. So if we have a look at our MoodleBox, just a MoodleBox alone, AI providers, AI placements, that's good. That means that we're on Moodle 4.5. I think it said Moodle 4.5.3 plus. So, notifications is loading. It's up to date. That's good. Wow, Moodle 4.5.3 plus. That is pretty new. It's just like 2nd of April here at the moment, and this is Moodle, March 21st version, March 21st build of Moodle 4.5.3. So it's fresh. Okay, that is good news. All right. Let's do the Ollama business then. So we've got a Moodle working in a MoodleBox, and what we want to do is do that. Can I paste? No, I copied something else to the. Copy that to the keyboard. Okay, so we got to go back and we got to get our. Okay, we're gonna need to get Ollama. Download. Yeah, that's the one we want. Where'd my terminal go? There it is. Okay, and let's just run that command. And that's installing the Ollama. That's going to download the bundle and install all of the base system for Ollama that we need to use. Remembering that after we install Ollama, we're going to have to get a model. And so the model that we were talking about was that Gemma one, right? Gemma 3. Gemma 3. And we're going to want to do the 1 billion parameter one, the small one. And so we'll grab that as well. Okay, great. That has been copied to clipboard. So now we just have to wait again until this one finishes. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay, there's a bit of waiting in this project, isn't there? 33, okay, come on. Okay, waiting, waiting, waiting. I'm gonna pause the video while I'm waiting so you don't have to. Right, here it comes, 98%, 99%, 100, and it's not quite done yet. Creating Ollama user. Oh yes. Doing it right, taking his time and adding the Ollama user to the render group. Okay, that's good too, I guess. If I recall correctly, it's going to end up with a no GPU installed. Warning, warning, warning. Should do. There it is. No NVIDIA or AMD GPU detected. Ollama will run in CPU only mode. Yes, I do not have anything fancy in here. Alright, now I can run Ollama from the command line. So that command that we just grabbed before, which is behind my head and you can't see it because my head's too big. I will shrink down, lose some weight again. Okay, this one here, Ollama run. Let's run that and see what we get. Okay, so Gemma 3, 1 billion. It's pulling the manifest now. And this is downloading. This is actually moving a bit faster than that last one, isn't it? Yeah, alright. So we've got a couple of things. It's just pulling them all the latest version of this model down. And when this finishes, it should actually give me a little prompt here. Okay, verifying it. Got to verify. Very fine. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Do I have to pause the video again? Come on. There we go. Success. Okay. Yay, and send a message. There we go. Tell me the story of the 3 bears. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see, can Gemma do that? Okay, let's tell the story of the 3 bears. Here's a retelling drawing from traditional folklore and aiming for a slightly whimsical and slightly spooky feel. The story of the 3 bears. Once upon a time, nestled... Okay, not going to read the whole thing. That's enough. Okay, I'm going to Control D to get out of that one. And that is pretty much all I have to do. I have Ollama installed and I have a model installed in my Ollama. So pretty sure that's all I need from the command line. It is installed. All the rest, I believe, I just have to do through the MoodleBox interface here in the site administration here. So time to configure an Ollama server thing here. So in here, it's going to be running on localhost. So first of all, we might want to just change our HTTP security and allow curl requests to come in through localhost. Now localhost is going to be 127.0.0.1, so we're going to need to delete this one here, this entry here on the curl blocked host, so that it's not blocked. Because we don't want the Moodle to actually block using it. These are blocked for security reasons. There's a second one there also, localhost. That's also going to be the same thing, 1.7.0.0.1. And so let's delete that line as well. And with those two lines deleted, the blocked host should be fine. Now, allowed ports for curl requests, we're going to need to add the llama one, which is 11434. See, it's kind of late speaky. It's llama. Okay, so with that done, that part of the setting is complete. Okay, so now the security has been loosened up so that we can do curl requests locally. Let's go into General again and set up our AI providers. Now in AI providers at the moment, currently we still can only use OpenAI API, so let's use that one. To use OpenAI API, we need to configure the settings here, and we do need to have a OpenAI API key. It doesn't really matter what it is, so I'm just going to call it like Papa Bear. Why not? I was doing Goldilocks and Three Bears before, so that's a good enough API key as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and we'll save those changes. Now, below that is our actions here, what our actions can be done. Now, Ollama doesn't do images, so let's switch that one off. But the generate text one and the summarize text one, it absolutely can do. So let's change the settings in here. GPT-4, no. We went with Gemma 3:1b was the name of the model that we had. Okay, and the API endpoint, we don't want to connect to openai.com. What we want to connect to is our local server, which is localhost 127.0.0.1, and on the port of llama 11434. Okay, I'm going to copy. Whoa, wait a minute. This is saying HTTPS. We only want HTTP because it's a local connection. Okay, I'm going to copy that to my clipboard because I don't feel like typing that a second time. And I'm going to need to do this again because if I now go back 2 steps, no, 1 step, that's the one. And the summarize text one, I'm going to configure that one as well. And again in here, API endpoint is the same as the last one before, just changing it from HTTPS to HTTP because we're running locally, localhost on port llama, port 11434. And up here at the top again, we also want to change that Gemma 3:1 billion parameters. And that should have that set up just fine. Okay, now we go back and we've got to configure our AI placements and we'll be done. Okay, course assistance placement, yep. Text editor placement, yep. Let's see, anything exciting in the settings there? No, just yep. Okay, so that's done. Now, if this has all worked, and I have no idea that it is, I should be able to use it to say create a course and add course summary. Oh, and there's my AI generate text box thing there. Okay, welcome to the new AI feature, blah, 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 blah. Let's accept and continue. And in here, let's go, okay, write an introduction to a literature course focusing on the story of the 3 bears. Story of the 3 bears. Yeah, give it something decent. Okay, this is going to take some time, I think, because processing, it's running on Ollama, my llama. Let's see, if I go back here and if I htop it, everything should be maxed out, and it totally is. Okay, saying it's doing its finishing touches. Do we have AI or do we not? I think we do, because the htop is showing that the Pi is being pretty well stressed at the moment. All 4 of the CPU cores are maxed out. It's only using 2 gigabytes of RAM though, so that's pretty good. Still saying almost done. How almost done is almost done? Oh, there we go. The story of the 3 bears is remarkably persistent tales appearing across corridor. Oh, that looks perfect for the course that I'm about to teach. Okay, so now we can regenerate that if we want to wait even more, or we can just insert it and boom. And now I can save it and display. Well, okay. 3 bears 101. Sure, I'll give it a name. There's my course name. There's my course name there. 3 bears 101. And I might copy this to the clipboard just now. Okay. Save and display. And boom, now I've got there's the tour. Okay, skip tour. Let's go to announcements, sure. Okay, announcements, and you can see here's the summarized page. So if I click on that one, it's doing its AI thing again. And yes, the Raspberry Pi is being taxed again while it thinks about what an announcements forum is. Let's see what it says. Yep. Waiting. Okay, so this is not going to be fast, but it's functional. The text describes a process where users are encouraged to contribute to an online discussions. It highlights a loop where users search for information, then add their own thoughts to the conversation, essentially initiating a new topic with it. That is pretty good. That pretty well describes that. So, yeah. Okay, so what have we done thus far? We have created a MoodleBox that we changed the name of, the URL of, and we also added Ollama to the Raspberry Pi to make it work. And so this is a Moodle server with an AI inserted into it. And I mean, this is not actually sending out. This is not sending out for takeaway AI. This is actually happening inside the Raspberry Pi, that little device. And so you could take this offline, you could take this into the mountains. As long as you had a power supply, you can run your Moodle with AI there. And it works. So that's pretty cool. Well, I've got you here. I just thought I might add that in the last time I did a video on MoodleBox, I forgot to mention a few things. In particular, if you go into the site administration thing here, you can see that they've actually got their own tab here for MoodleBox in the site administration settings. And inside there's the MoodleBox dashboard, which will give you information about, say, the Wi-Fi network name. So here's the Wi-Fi network name, and MoodleBox there is the Wi-Fi password. And it's got its own, it says static, but I'm pretty sure that's a DHCP interface. And, well, that's it. You know, I might use this phone. I'm going to connect using my phone. Give me a second here. Oh, okay. So I connected and it worked. Let me see if I can make myself big again. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, I'm blocking things up. But yeah, that's the Moodle. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see that really well, but that's the 3 bears story. The 3 bears thing, 101 is coming up on my mobile phone. This is connected directly to the Raspberry Pi through the Raspberry Pi's Wi-Fi. Yeah, so that works. Okay, so we've got a fully functional thing. We could disconnect this from the internet, not have any internet connectivity whatsoever, and still connect to the Raspberry Pi's Wi-Fi, use the Moodle, and run Wi-Fi on it. So that's pretty cool. And this would be the SSID, and this would be the password for that. This is the cabled network interface. This is what I'm using to connect to it because I am connected via a local interface, local network here. It's on my LAN, so yay. Free space on the SD card tells you how much disk space you've got. CPU load, not too bad, given that it's a 4-core CPU, then as long as these numbers don't go above, say, 4, then you're okay. Temperature, make sure that you're not melting it. System uptime, yeah, we made it and it's been up for about 20 minutes. Cool. Yep, and it's Bookworm and running Moodle build this one. If the time inside the machine is not correct, you can set the time here, and you can change the MoodleBox password here. That's the default password. You can change that away. You can change the Wi-Fi settings if you want to give it a different Wi-Fi. Okay, so I might legally want to change this from Switzerland to Japan because that's where I am. But yeah, okay, so we might want to do that. And you can also restart and shut down directly from within the Moodle interface. So that is very cool because Raspberry Pis, they don't really have proper off buttons. So if you do take it out into the hills and you need a way to shut it down safely before you, sorry, I'm big. Before you, switch it off and take it home and you don't want your SD card to get corrupted and everything like that, you could just do a shutdown here. You can also reboot it just by hitting the reboot there. The other thing that is in this top thing here is the MoodleBox settings, which are basically show the time and date in the footer and show restart buttons in the footer and things like that. And there's, if you do donate, you can donate and show your love there. I might just stay no for that in the moment. But if you do this, then in the footer, you can see these date and time settings and the shutdown things. And I think that becomes persistent on other pages as well. So there you go. There's the dashboard. That's my courses. There's the site home. It's got the date and time and restart. Settings. Still down here in the footer. Dashboard. There's my dashboard with this date and time and shutdown MoodleBox in the footer there. Okay, so that's all I've got for you today. Yeah, just getting a MoodleBox up and running with Ollama inside the box. Go forth and do some awesome stuff because MoodleBox is an awesome project and Ollama is an awesome project, and you just put those two in the same box and now you got a really awesome box. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you end up going out and playing with your own MoodleBox because this stuff is absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.